welcome to Anna's Diaries, and in today's episode I would like to share with you a few useful and practical pieces of advice on how to find an apartment in Ireland. And you have been probably already put off by the fact that everyone tells you that in Ireland it's practically impossible to find an apartment, primarily because housing market is already very competitive and saturated. But in this episode I would like to prove the opposite. By the end of this video you will find out how to, you will have a clear idea on how to find a good apartment, and you can extract all this useful information. And also by the end of this video I'm gonna show you all the photos of the apartments that I have been renting. So without further ado, let's go! Note about myself: I have been living and working in Ireland for 2 years now. I have been living primarily in Cork and in different residential areas here. So I have changed already 4 different apartments, and all of the apartments I have been renting and sharing, they were all of a decent quality, so I can assure you that there is a way of finding a good apartment. You just need to know how. Okay, so when you first come to Ireland, it can be very daunting and intimidating to actually start looking for this apartment. And I know that many people, they just panic, but there is no need to panic. Let's not forget that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the one single step, and nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I don't want you to be discouraged, and I want you to start chasing your dreams. And if you want to move to Ireland and you really want it, you will make it here. You will find an apartment and it will be of good quality. So let's not put your hopes too low, and let's go. The first apartment was very simple with just one mattress, and I've stayed there for a few months, and I changed to a better apartment, so it was really not that bad after all. My tip number 1 that I'm gonna share with you is social web page or a notice board. Every international company, at least vast majority of them, they offer like a social web page or online notice board for its employees, where everyone can just post that they are looking for an apartment, or they are renting out an apartment, or they are looking for a flatmate, which is really good for you because it gives you an opportunity to have a look and to be able to get in touch with someone who may be just looking for a flatmate, or board where you can post yourself and you can just say, hi, I'm new here, I'm looking for an apartment, and preferably to share with someone. And it's very easy because you work in the same company. These are very, I would say this is a very trusted way of finding your flatmate, because you know you are in the same company and that you can rely on this person. And yeah, I think it's really helpful. And at my company, like in my experience, I had access to a social group, when I came to Ireland, I just posted there that I'm looking for a room in Ireland, and so many people just saw it immediately, replied, and that's how I found my first roommate and flatmates. So it gets really easy, and it's already half of the weight of your shoulders, and when the company can assist you with the search. And some companies like Apple, for example, they even provide relocation assistance. Okay, so the tip number 2 I'm gonna share with you is that if your company does not have this option and does not help you with the apartment and find it, and then the two trustworthy and absolutely reliable resources are daft.ie and myhome.ie. So this would be your number 1 sources to turn to. A good rule of thumb, you would have to get in touch with the agency which is renting out an apartment and write them a private message. So if you already saw on daft.ie or myhome.ie, you already saw an apartment that you like, you would need to write the agency a private message that you are interested and that you would like to view this apartment. So now it's very important to hit the right note and to make it clear and concise. Normally I would phrase this way, like this. Hi, I saw your apartment advertised on the website. I would be interested in viewing your apartment located, and then the street where it is located, and then I'm working for this company in this department. I can provide references upon your request. And it's very important to have a good reference from your previous landlord to ensure that the agency will call you back. Be audacious and tenacious. And persistently send as many messages to as many agencies that post good-looking apartments, and this will ensure that at least one agency will reply. So once they ring you or wrote you and invited you to an interview, prepare for the viewing. Dress tidy and neat, as in many instances your appearance can win you disposition of the landlord. At least that's what the property agent once told me. And I think that obviously a key determining factor would still be the place where you work and how much money you earn. And last but not the least, bring with you a printed reference letter from your previous landlord and also your last payslip. And I think sometimes you don't have to occupy a high-ranking position to get this apartment. Sometimes it's just a matter of luck, because as I know from my experience, landlords sometimes they just make like a box and then they pull the name of a person, so sometimes it's just like a lottery, so you may be lucky. And when you first come to Ireland at the outset, it can be really hard to have a good company record, so you should be prepared to share. In my experience, I would say that all apartments that I shared with someone else were primarily colleagues or the friends of my colleagues, so having extensive network of friends can't be overlooked. And another good tip I would like to give you is to establish a contact with the landlord who holds the viewing, and give him an email and ask to ring you once another apartment will be posted. So you just need to write him an email if you already has his email, and just to get in touch with him and to tell that you are still on the lookout, and he would already personally know you because you already attended a viewing that he provided. Therefore it's much easier because it's easier for them and it's easier for you. And what I did, I wrote a personal email to the housing agent who gave a viewing, and that's how I got my apartment. Everything in Ireland is hugely cheap, and so if the agent already memorized you and you let him know that you are on the lookout, he will definitely make himself heard. That's it for today. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and I hope that my tips will come in handy. I wish you all the Irish luck to accompany you on this journey, and if you're interested in watching more videos, just subscribe and also write a comment below if you have more questions. I will gladly help you.